Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on for you, Sag. What's happening? Yeah, I see the King of Wands. I see someone taking a pause, looking at things from a different perspective. This is often an awakening. A temporary pause for reflection, and there's insights. This is where someone's seeing things in a different light here. Yeah, it's a lot to do with putting in effort, making someone a priority. Work being the priority, creative pursuits. But it's about putting in effort and building. Nothing can be built if there's no foundation. There it is. This is the Ace of Wands. There's an attraction. Someone's very passionate, very creative, but it's about creating this path by putting in effort, but it's about building the foundation. So someone looking at things and seeing it from a different perspective. Nothing is being built because there's no foundation. There is some spark and desire, creative opportunity coming in. Yeah. This is about choosing a path. Yeah, we have the Empress. Yeah, this is someone very attractive. This is a person open, available. It's a person who's creative. They're open to creative options, ideas. Yeah, this is the start of something new here. There's a lot of abundance and prosperity here with this person, this energy. Yeah, the Queen of Cups, somebody who's kind, compassionate, nurturing. It's a person who's open, they're available. Yeah, they're emotionally available too. They're compassionate, they care. But this is also someone who I feel has put a lot of effort into something they're really passionate about. This is someone who often shows that they care. So yeah, we got something cooking here, Sag. If you are a feminine Sagittarius, you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo as another Sag. I do see Pisces energy. See, it could be this person checking someone out, looking at them, they find them attractive. See, that little aha moment. Let's have a look at the King of Wands. Yeah, this is someone wise. King of Swords. This could be a feminine energy, but this is somebody very intelligent. This is a person who has experience. It's a person being wise, often coming across as a little cold because of the things they've experienced. This is someone who's learning something here. They're learning something. It has to do with taking a pause, looking at things from a different perspective. Oh, yeah. Some of you could have another person checking you out. This is someone who's learned something. It has to do with maybe being emotionally available, putting the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. So it's kindness, compassion, caring. It's a nurturing energy. It's about two people building, but nothing is being built because there's no foundation. There's no commitment here. This is someone who's open to this. Let's have a look at the Eight of Pentacles. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? I wouldn't be surprised this is someone learning there's another person here, checking out this person here. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, see, it's cooperating, compromise, and compatibility. See, this is an energy of someone putting in effort, bending over backwards to please someone. And it goes both ways. Yeah. But it's two people who care for each other. They're willing to cooperate and compromise because they put the shoe on the other foot. So someone learning something here. Yeah. Tell me about this spark and desire, this attraction. Why is this here? It's often a new opportunity. It's an energy of bold, courageous, the spark, the fire's lit, the flame. Yeah, we have an energy of the Ten of Wands. It's been a lot of this Ten of Wands. Is a very dominant card right now. And the reason being it has to do with reliable and responsible. Someone who pulls their weight. because I do see a feminine energy here who's bent over backwards to please someone, and all they end up with is a lot of burdens and responsibilities. See, when two people work together, they take the burdens off each other's shoulders. They work together as a team. The Empress wants a team player. This is someone who they're open to all kinds of offers, opportunities, creative pursuits. This is someone who's kind of been on their own path, but they are open and available. So somebody becoming aware of this, but I feel there's another person. And it could just be the King of Wands going through that energy, but I do see someone else checking someone out because it's being learned here. Yeah, we have the Knight of Swords. This is someone thinking things through, choosing their battle. See, there's some baggage, or could be debt, bills to pay off, whatever it is. But it's an energy of someone lifting the burdens off someone's shoulders, not putting them on the other person. Because it has to do with teamwork, working together as a team. Because this is definitely someone who I feel isn't interested in bending over backwards to please someone. This is someone who's sacrificed enough. And this is someone who likely feels the same, so they work together. Nobody has to carry all the weight, all the burdens. Yeah. The Empress is someone who is healed. They have no baggage. They're just available and open. Self-care, self-nurturing. But we have a person here who needs to take decisive action. This is someone who needs to think things through and choose their battles. Yeah, but it's all about taking decisive action. Yeah, it's crossroads energy. See, this is a choice, and it could be this feminine has choices. It's all about choosing the one, the right person. The things you have in common. It has to have emotional stability, emotionally available, nurturing and caring, kindness, compassion, all the beautiful energies that come from the King and Queen of Cups. So sometimes a person who comes across cold because of things they've experienced before. But it's all about learning. So someone's guards up a little. They're kind of protecting what's theirs. But it's all about crossing paths, coming together, going down this path together. This is, and I do see if there is two, one of these situations may not go anywhere. Because the Empress is expecting someone available, emotionally available, mature, a partner. Yeah, it's all about doing things. Someone who does things. They do it together. Yeah. Interesting. But this is someone choosing their battles. It's a person who may have rushed in without thinking. Maybe feeling not quite ready. But it has to do with if this person wants this to go somewhere, they need to let go of the baggage. They need to be willing to cooperate and compromise. Because this is an energy of sacrifice. People who sacrifice. This is someone who's sacrificed enough and they've healed. So they are mature and available, but they've healed. They're over something. There's a situation that isn't going anywhere because someone feels that someone's going to lay all their burdens on them and want them to do all the work. This is often someone who stays home and they do the cooking and the cleaning while the other person pursues their goals. One of these may not go anywhere, but it is about crossroads, a life path decision. Someone needs to choose wisely and think it through. Let's have a look at the Empress. Yeah, see, it has to do with... See, this is about exploitation. Someone taking advantage of someone. And it could be why this King of Wands is in this energy. They'd have experience where they've been taken advantage of. But this is someone who's been taken advantage of. See, this is about exploitation. This is also someone not putting themselves in a position where someone can take advantage of them. So it's all about generosity. See, this is someone who can be very generous. But often they end up settling for breadcrumbs. The Empress is someone who isn't going to settle because this is someone who's been through this. They've healed. They're over it. So I feel two people have likely come apart here. Or it's just a situation that isn't going anywhere, at least yet, because there's no foundation. See, this is someone who wants someone to cook and clean, but they don't even commit. This person sacrificed enough, they've been taken advantage of. They're not going to put themselves in that position. It's likely both people. Yeah, this is also someone who sees the bigger picture. Happy home, happy life. This is what somebody wants. They want to be happy. They want to be fulfilled. But it's somebody who isn't about to sacrifice for someone else. They've done that. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a queen of... It's someone who just feels like giving up. See, this is someone putting something behind. They just feel like giving up. They're tired of sacrificing, and that's why I feel this is someone kind of on their own path. The Empress is often someone on their own path because they feel beat up, worn down. They've been taken advantage of, and they've recovered from this because they have a lot of abundance. So this is an energy of, and probably two people who feel that way because they both sacrificed, but it's about working together as a team. Yeah, working together as a team. Yeah, it has to do with someone who's not giving up. It's a person feeling confident. See, you taming that beast? Yeah. Confidence, self-control, kindness, compassion. There could be some forgiveness. We know this is someone who can be very forgiving, but because of that, they often get taken advantage of. So I say this is someone who's very strong. They're confident too. And I do think this has to do with the King of Swords, being confident. Somebody who feels confident they're making the right choice. Tell me about this King of Cups. This is someone who's taken a break. Someone who's been pinned down by their thoughts. Yeah, taking a little break, a time out. Someone here needs to get out of their head. To me, it's looking like someone needs to balance head and heart here. This is someone who follows their head. But you see a lot of passion, a lot of drive, a lot of ambition, a lot of focus. I mean, there's an attraction here. It's all about choosing the right person, but it has to do with the feminine here. This is someone who wants a partner. They're not interested in doing all the cooking, cleaning, taking care of a home. They want a partner. They want someone to do things with. It's about being a doer, someone who does things. And one thing I'll tell you about the Empress is someone here too that can't handle people who are lazy. See, someone who's lazy, they kind of lay around. They want the other person to wait on them hand and foot, please me. You see? And I wouldn't be surprised the King of Wands has that similar point of view, because it is about a point of view. Tell me about the King of Swords. Yeah, see, there's a lot of lack and negativity. This is someone being a little judgmental. But it has to do with a decision, a judgment here. See, I feel it's an energy of being lazy. Some people are doers. They do things. They get things done. But it requires teamwork. So it has to do with someone who may have dealt with someone who was lazy, you know. Because this is what I'm seeing, a lazy person. Someone who doesn't want to do anything. They don't want to cooperate, compromise. They got nothing in common. But it's definitely an energy of someone who hasn't been taking any action. One thing about this isn't someone who settles for breadcrumbs. Yeah. Tell me about, and the this is negative thoughts, negative energy. It's kind of cold. It's someone making a judgment. This is sort of judging a situation, looking at everything that's lacking. See, it's someone where it only goes so far and then they start to focus on the negative. Yeah, well, it does take time to get to know someone, but I definitely feel, I mean, the Empress, I feel, is definitely someone who can't handle anyone who's lazy, who never wants to do anything. They're not doers. And the whole point of doers is people that get things done because they're determined to succeed. Yeah, it's all about laziness. Tell me about the Four of Swords. Why is this here? Whoops. Yeah, we got the Queen of Wands. So the King and Queen of Wands. These two people are doers. they do things. They get things done. They're focused. They have ambition. And they have goals. They're creative. These are two people who are going to go down this path and create. They're going to create something together. There's a lot of abundance. Lots of abundance here. There's opportunity. But the Queen of Wands is someone who does things. They're determined to succeed. This is someone who focuses. Yeah. Now, it could be somebody's experience, the way they've experienced a person. Maybe who was like lazy, never did anything. Lazing around the house all day, didn't do anything. And it could be this person's opinion, their perspective of some, looking at things from a different perspective. And I do see opinions here. But it's often an energy of someone who can be quite judgmental. See, looking at the lack. Yeah. Yeah, there is opportunity. Like I say, this is someone who knows a good thing when they see it. There's opportunity. This is someone seeking opportunity. And they're looking for a partner, someone to spend time with, to do things with, creative pursuits, whatever it is that needs to be done. Tell me more about the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, see, it's an energy of being patient. So this is someone here kind of... So I don't know if this is someone who's losing interest in someone because they're not moving. They're not taking any action. I feel like the reason why this person's not taking action, they're definitely pinned down by their thoughts. It has to do with someone who experienced something differently, but it's different experiences. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. Yeah, someone tempering their passion. This is actually someone who can be patient, but this is someone who's only patient so long. Why? Because it comes with the Empress. So it's taking a step back, seeing things differently. It's someone who feels something is off. It doesn't feel right. And I do think it's coming from this person, actually, their opinion of this person. See, now they're seeing things different. Now they see opportunity. See, this other person sees this person differently. They see them as someone who does things and get things done. But I feel like the King of Swords connecting with this King of Wands feels differently. They have a different opinion. So this is a pretty interesting energy. Tell me about the Seven. This is sometimes procrastinating, but it's an energy of someone seeing opportunity. After a step back, they're seeing things different. Seeing things different, Sag. And they're probably different than your usual type. And this is the Empress, open to something different, someone different. Because their type is, what they're seeing is someone who wants them to serve them, to cook and clean, lay all the burdens on them. It's someone who doesn't step up to the plate. They're not reliable. This is someone very independent. And the reason why is because they can't rely on anyone. So they become more and more independent. This is a person who can handle what comes their way. In fact, I see both people this way. But yeah, this is someone a little different. I see someone reaching out, a little test, see temptation. It's a little test here to see if someone reciprocates. Yeah, and I also see a person trusting their intuition. Now, I wonder if this is someone not putting all their eggs in one basket. I mean, often the Empress doesn't. They keep their options open. Why? Because this is someone who knows a lot of people don't follow through. And that's what I feel it is. Someone who's become independent because no one follows through. They can't rely on anyone but self. See, relying on oneself. Yeah, and this is why people become independent. Especially feminine energies. But I feel like maybe both of you, it's the same thing here. Yeah. See, the High Priestess is someone trusting their inner knowing. See, it's all about going within, that little aha moment, seeing truth in a situation. This is somebody who I feel now knows something they probably didn't know before. But let's have another look at the High Priestess. Yeah, I mean, it could be someone just keeping things to themselves. I see privacy. And I do see someone here's got something bothering them, their swords up. This is often someone who doesn't share personal things with someone they don't know really well. And they kind of keep it all to themselves. Someone who doesn't like to lay their burdens on other people. But there's a lot more to that as we've gone through. Someone who makes somebody else do all the hard work, the heavy lifting, basically. Yeah. This is someone who's strong, like I feel they're, and maybe even very fit, but it's a person who is, I think, emotionally strong, emotionally capable, probably more so. But look at that. See, it's all about the connection. It's about talking, connecting. See, equal give and take. I do think this is somebody who's open to talk. In fact, I feel they probably want to. But it's all about whether you're each other's type. And this is someone actually seeing what they didn't see before. You know, this is about options and opportunities. But is someone starting to feel differently here? The Empress is open to someone who's different because their type is people who are lazy and don't follow through, where the King of Wands has experienced this a little different. The other point of view, the other side. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I feel a conversation could certainly clear things up. Yeah, this is someone who's been kind of waiting. While they're waiting, while this person's waiting, they're focusing on work. They're open to offers, opportunities, and I do feel this is someone who has some choices, but they haven't gone anywhere yet. One of these situations may not go anywhere. This is someone who may wait, but they don't waste their time. They focus on their creative pursuits. They keep busy. Yeah, so someone who just always is doing something. It's not a person who gets bored very easily either. But this is why people become independent, especially feminines, because they can't rely on anyone else. They become self-sufficient. And then once that it gets like that, then they're kind of looking at it like, I don't even know if I need anybody. Because all they do is lay burdens and baggage on you. You know, they instead of lifting the weight off, they put the weight on. Yeah. So this is all about opinions and perspective, but there it is. Aha. Seeing truth in the situation. Yeah, it's all about kindness, compassion. Two people who work together as a team. See, looking after the children, the house, the home. This is someone who's done this. And I do think this is someone who's, I do feel it's an energy of someone taking a break. I definitely feel this is someone who is always busy. They're always doing something. And I do see a time out and a break, a necessary break. But I feel what this person's pet peeve is that bothers them more than anything is lazy people. Because that's what they've experienced. Yeah. King of Swords, definitely. Queen of Wands, too. These are doers, people that do stuff. Someone to do things with. It's all about life. But look at that. See, busy times ahead, opportunity coming in. This is someone who has multiple opportunities. So whoever this is, they better hurry up. Because it hasn't gone anywhere yet, and it may not, but this isn't someone who sits around forever. And they do expand their own horizons. I see a lot of expansion. I see a situation needing to come to fruition, but busy times ahead. Yeah, this is definitely someone who's busy. They keep busy. This is the path they're on. But I do feel this is someone who, I could be honest, really could use a break. Yeah. And it is an energy of offering a helping hand. See, seeing opportunity here. There's an opportunity to offer someone a helping hand. This is someone who's, there is an energy of learning. This is someone who's always there for someone. They offer a helping hand. But when it's their turn, it never comes back to them. They get ghosted, ignored. This is why they're independent. It's somebody who'll never ask for help. They won't ask for help. And I wouldn't be surprised we got a couple people like that. See, it's offering a helping hand. Help is on the way. I'll tell you, if you want to win over that person, that would probably be the thing. Yeah, because they are independent, and it's like they're on this path. But it's about whether you're each other's type. This is someone ready to try something different. Their usual type is lazy people. This is someone who's kind of fed up, you know. They throw their hands in the air like, I give up. I just give up. It's overwhelming. It's too much. It's when when the people that this person's dealt with come in, they lay so many burdens on them, and things are, you know, it's overwhelming for them, but they handle it. But it's someone I feel who's pretty fed up with it. I do feel it's like a pet peeve, laziness. Tell me about this little victory. See, this is taking the lead, victory, truth, seeing truth in a situation. It's also an idea. See, the Empress is always open to offers and opportunities and ideas. But I feel we have someone who's got an idea here, and it is offering someone a helping hand. That's the way to this person's heart. Look at the Empress is open. They're open to ideas. They're always open to talk. This is someone kind, compassionate. They're a forgiving person. This is not somebody who carries a lot of baggage. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. See, this is what the King of Wands needs to do. There it is. There's your victory if you are the King of Wands. Offer them a helping hand. This is someone who'll never ask because they've asked before and nobody follows through, because this is not following through. Yeah, because it's somebody who rushes in, changes their mind. This is someone who does choose their battles, though. Like, I do feel this is somebody who's definitely enjoys keeping busy, but I do think they get very overwhelmed sometimes, just with work and everything to take care of. And I feel that's been this person's life. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's something you have in common. You can lift the weight off each other's shoulders. Tell me about the King of Wands. Yeah, this is a whole new cycle. See, good luck and timing. There's an opportunity. There's a window of opportunity here, is what it's telling me. A window of opportunity, because this person has someone else coming in. I do feel there's a couple of people here. Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Strong Pisces and Cancer energy. This could be mutual energies. Tell me about the High Priestess. Yeah, somebody who's loved somebody for a long time. Yeah, there is somebody here. There's a lot of reminiscing, romanticizing. See, putting in more effort, being romantic. This is also someone who helps out with the children. They're there. Yeah, this is, I got to tell you, it's showing me you want to win, a win-win for both people. Offer this person a helping hand. They'll be there for when you need them. They are reliable. This is someone you can rely on. See, it's all about supportive partners. Being supportive, a loving connection, a very supportive connection. This is someone who supports their partner. They carry their weight. In fact, this is someone, like I say, has had someone who put all the weight on the other person's shoulder. That's what they've dealt with. Yeah, you can see this is all about, yes, this is someone feeling kind of, I don't know if it's yourself or it's the feminine energy, but it's someone being very careful what they wish for, but there's a lot of hope here. See? Yeah, the things go in their favor. It's all about filling this person's cup, giving them what they need. See, two people getting their needs met by a supportive connection. This is about supporting each other, being there, but it's really offering a helping hand. I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone's got a real heavy load. I mean, it could be simple, like lifting heavy things, because it's things that need to get done. It's responsibilities, the day-to-day life responsibilities. So there you go. I feel the universe is giving you a clue. If you're the masculine, if you're the feminine, it's the same thing, offering a helping hand. Be someone who cooks for someone, does nice things. This is someone who's done this, though. Okay, they've done this, been there, done that, offered support and helped someone. It never comes back to them. They never get what they want. I think this person's fairly content in their life, but they're definitely open to more. Take care. Bye for now.